Good morning, everybody. This morning I'm in Colossians chapter 3. We may camp in Colossians chapter 3 for the next few days, and I'll talk a little bit about why here in a few minutes. But we'll begin in verse 22, and we'll just finish the chapter. So we'll go all the way through 25 there. Beginning in Colossians chapter 3, beginning in verse number 22. It says, "Bondservants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in sincerity of heart, fearing God. And whatever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. But he who does wrong will be repaid what he has done, and there is no partiality." Colossians chapter 3 is one of my favorite pieces of Scripture. I know I say that a lot, and I know it seems like, I had that, but Colossians chapter 3 specifically, the whole epistle of Colossians, is a wonderful bit of text. It's so rich, and I encourage you. It's small, so very, very easy to read, only a few chapters. So I encourage you to dive into Colossians when you get a chance. But Colossians chapter 3, and the reason why we'll probably camp in there is because it's a practical chapter. It's very much practical. Paul here is addressing the church at Colossae, and he's saying, you're born again, you're Christians. You've put off the old man, the old person, and you've put on the new. And then he just doesn't leave it at that. He describes what the new man looks like. And that's what I love about Colossians 3, because whenever I need to examine myself and put myself into check, Colossians chapter 3 is a wonderful one. He goes on. You also hear about how husbands should treat their wives. You see how children should treat their parents. And guess what? I'm still a child, so that speaks to me on how I still need to be respectful to my mother and do those type of things. And, what I need to do for my wife and for my kids. But it goes into all aspects of life, how we treat each other in the church, how we treat each other out in the community. Colossians chapter 3, that one small chapter, really defines what the new man looks like, what the new person in Jesus Christ looks like. And he's speaking here, he uses the term bondservants. That's what the King James and the New King James translated in, which I read from the New King James there. Translated bondservants, but listen, that's to us, that's workers. For those of us that are out here, I'm driving to work right now. For those of us that are out here in the work field, we're bondservants. And Paul here is saying, hey, if you're the new man, you're going to respect your boss. Because ultimately, even though he's your boss here on earth, you serve an even better boss. And he's saying, don't just do the eye service stuff. There is a really, really bad saying in our culture, especially when it comes to the work field, that whole fake it till you make it thing. No, that is not part of the new man. That is not part of the new man. We're supposed to go into our workplace, and as he says in verse 23, we're supposed to work as unto the Lord and not as unto men. We're not supposed to give eye service. We're supposed to work and make an impact. We're supposed to give satisfactory work. Sometimes I get it. I know it's hard because you go to a workplace and maybe you got a million things going on in your personal life. Maybe back at home you got so many stressful situations going on. Maybe the people around you in your workplace just irritate you or just get on you, or maybe you do have that sinful bad boss who is oppressive to you. But you have to step back and say, I'm not working for this person. I'm working for the Lord. And when you do that, you put that perspective on and you go in, God will reward you. And if you have faith in God, if you believe in His Word, He will come through for you in that. So if you're having a hard time in your workplace today, if you've gotten up this morning and you're already at work listening to this, or you're driving to work listening to this, let me encourage you to work as unto the Lord, not unto men. Work as unto Him. He loves you. He's there for you. He keeps you. And you don't know why He has you in that particular field right now. You may not stay at that job. It may be tough on you, but He's building something within you. It may be patience. He may have you impacting the other person. There's a lot of different things. You can have a wonderful job, a great job, but maybe you just feel burnt out. Maybe you're like, man, I've been doing this for years and I just don't feel like doing it another day, or I just want to slodge on by and get this day over with because I'm just tired and I'm stressed. Let me challenge you not to do that. Let me challenge you to take today captive, as our thoughts, take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Take today. Take the thought of today. Take the thought of work today captive to the obedience of Christ. Work as unto the Lord and not as unto men. We can dive into the whole work issue a whole lot more. I know we have at my workplace, through Every Good Endeavor, a book written by Tim Keller. But we can dive in a lot deeper. We can see how work was created for men in the garden. It's a special thing. It's a thankful thing. It doesn't give us salvation, but it's a way that we can reflect the work that's already been done in us through the power of the gospel. So let me challenge you today. Read Colossians 3 first off. You'll be amazed at how much it can speak to you and to your heart, and just get that. Just that chapter alone, I encourage you to do that. But as you go to your workplace this morning, before you even step out of your vehicle, like I'm just about to do, pray. Ask how the Lord can use you. Ask how the Lord can give you compassion for others. How He will work and how He will be glorified in your workplace today. I pray God blesses you today. May He keep you, and may His grace always shine upon you today.